Opa! Welcome everybody to Stavvy's World, 904-800-STAV. Call in, we'll solve your problems. Coming at you early, Rosebud's struggling.
Yeah, I really am.
Not drinking anymore, just up late.
Just up late. I was dancing.
Wow,
I was just dancing with pals.
And friend of the show, Marie Faustin, who I don't recall either one of us getting invites to this party, Elvis. Friends for a decade, at least I am. I don't know about you.
Was that her birthday?
What was it?
It was her birthday.
Wow.
Can you believe this?
Birthday. But I think everybody was like
any
invited.
Straight man there?
I can't recall.
that might be the one.
I can't
If it's
recall.
all women and gay guys, then maybe I'll let it slide.
I think
and maybe
Shay
Devin
showed up like late.
Maybe Devin was
and
there.
Devin was there. Yeah. It was pretty, and they both sat on the side.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Would that have been so much to ask to sit on the side and eat the
Hands in his
snacks
pockets.
none of the gay guys were eating? I would have loved to do that.
It was great. There was edibles
awesome.
on every table. There was the Plan B pill was on every table.
I love that.
Which was great because it was just women and gay men.
Gay guys taking it.
Yeah, take it for your pocket. Yeah, just put it in your pocket, your back pocket.
I wonder if there is a guy so gay he's mistakenly taken Plan B
as prep
after unprotected sex. He's like, I can't be a mother after he's just getting spit roasted at a gay club.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I'm sure someone has done that.
I always
so
think
high on
prep
ecstasy.
is like Plan B for the gays.
I don't think it works. I don't think it's like per load.
No. No.
That would be a lot of pills. They'd have maracas.
How
They'd
many
be walking around.
Is it per sperm? It's per sperm.
Oh man, the Plan B days.
Yeah.
I have really nervously purchased some Plan B and like not asked to see someone go but like really looked at them, been like, why don't we go get like coffee immediately?
Let me check under the tongue. Like a rehab.
Hey, do you want a smoothie? Drink it all right now.
You turn into like James Bond trying to suss out the criminal guy.
Oh, dude. Oh, good Lord. I mean, I have told the story before, but there was a moment where I was like, I watched the Jenny Slate movie Obvious Child with a girl I had been like kind of, I'd been like dating casually for a while. Not a mention of I'm in my early 20s, not a mention of condoms. In my head, I'm like, well, this is a responsible woman. She's not letting me raw dog.
Right.
And then she goes, I could and it's like Jenny Slate gets an abortion. She's like, I could never do that. I was like, yeah, but you're on the pill. And she's like, I'm not on the pill. And I was like, just my life flashed before my eyes.
You never
I'm like,
checked.
fucking CVS open now. It was late. We went first thing in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah, tough stuff.
I think I just I'll take it, like, I'll just pick it up. If it was there, like last night, I just picked it up.
Sure, good.
Because I was like,
old habits die hard.
Yeah.
I'm
like, I'm not going to leave it there.
Yeah.
You know?
It's good to have.
Yeah, also, I'm not having a second fucking kid.
You're done.
I'm done, so.
Yeah, and that's the toll on your body, or the idea of like having another
toll
child
on your
running
life.
around.
The toll on your life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because I get that. Because
not that I'm not saying like it's not worth it, but I'm just saying it's crazy different than it.
What if you? But the devil's advocate, it's like, if you had one like if you adopted one right now, right, you kind of get all the bullshit out at once, and then you just kind of let them cohabitate.
That's what people think. That's what people think. They go, I'm just going to get it all out of the way. And then, like, they have a second kid, and the next time you see them, they just look like they're fleeing a war-torn country. Like, they're fucked up.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean? It takes over your life.
Well, my parents had the exact same thing happen, where it was like they wanted 2 kids, and they had me first, and then they had twins after me. And if they had the twins first, there's no other kid.
Right.
And so they just and they were poor as fuck. Like, there was not like there was no, okay, well, fuck it, I'll hit the road a little more.
Yeah.
there's no, I'll do clubs I hate doing, or there was like, they figured it out, whatever. I still just look. I would love to see footage of the way we were raised. Like I would love to see the gruel we were. I mean, we were a big cream of wheat family.
Yeah.
Eldest, God knows what fucking kind of refugee milk sacks. What UN powdered milk you were fucking raised on from ages 4 to fucking 6.
Hey, we were getting good bargains at Sam's Club. Buy in bulk.
But the Albania, Greece. Eldest was literally. He spent a year in a Greek monastery.
Damn.
Like his parents were legitimate refugees on their way to...
They just left you there and then took off?
They got our papers in order there.
Yeah, he was at a way station. We visited it when we were in Greece last year.
Damn.
Or 2 years ago. It was kind of wild.
You walk in, the memories come flooding back?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I said this, it felt like I found something I never knew I lost. It was crazy.
You said that?
Damn. That's beautiful. That's poetic,
I can hear those words echoing through the monastery.
Yeah. I mean, my first memories from life are there. It was cool.
That is crazy.
It was crazy. We like found the nun that like was teaching me and my sister how to like speak Greek.
She was like not religious at all, right?
Right.
Sometimes
Smoking
you meet
hot.
a religious person. Yeah, she was fucking huge tits. No, there was like a energy vibrating off this woman.
Really?
Where I was like, I don't think like whatever exact Bible shit she thinks is real, but she is tapped into something that, because I do think there's like a layer of shit we don't understand, like a consciousness and energy, whatever, like that people have sort of like religion. I think sometimes people tap into that and they think it's like the Bible that was written 4,000 years ago or whatever scripture they believe in.
No, I think there's like a spirituality thing that if you get into it, like you can feel it from people.
And then I think people use the religions they understand as a conduit to get closer to it.
Yeah.
Or like at least some people who have these, who are connected in that way.
Right.
Like, I don't even think they're that different from like a motherfucker that like is a fortune teller or something. Like, I think they're kind of, all those people have like some kind of, I think there are people who are sort of just more mystically kind of inclined in a weird way.
Right.
This woman was like that, dude. She had like for like 3 hours driving away was like, is God real?
Yeah.
I was like, it's just like being around this lady and just like her like zeroed. It was like
the way that like, I feel like it's the way people make eye contact.
Yeah.
It's like if you meet somebody who's like super spiritual, they can make eye contact and they will not break.
Totally.
And they're not even
they're not
bit
hiding
afraid.
anything. They're fully like they've given their life to something. They're present in a way that's like unnerving. That's like that's like you're like, whoa, I'm glad they're not evil.
Right.
It's like if someone was like this in the like so in control and evil, it would be
staring
crazy.
into my soul like this and evil.
And you feel like they know so much about you, and they're just like they can just
when
size
I first
you
got
up.
sober and I like went into like the program and shit, and I would meet people who'd been sober for a long time. I remember being so freaked out by the way that they would like stare into my soul.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, they know everything I've fucking done.
Yeah,
like, so bad.
Well, yeah, somebody like that who's now on the other side of it, but was you at a certain point.
Yeah.
That is like an understanding. It's like you looking at a little kid.
Yeah.
It's like you looking at like like when your kid is like a teenager and she's like hiding drugs or booze or whatever.
And you're like, oh.
You're like, oh, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like,
That's cute.
I'm so far ahead of you. Like, this is crazy. Like, you were like unnerved, but they probably looked at you like a little kid.
Yeah.
Probably.
There was like nothing but compassion in their eyes, and I was like, she fucking hates me. You know, it's just this self-hating. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's cool though.
But no, that was definitely wild. But anyway, yeah, that was the bomb that was dropped on my parents, was like an extra kid. But
I can't believe you were able to tie it back to that. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea
totally.
How we got here.
Hosting, baby.
Look at you.
This is what happens when you, by accident, spend a decade of your life podcasting.
Yeah.
Like hours a day.
Yeah. You're able to fucking make those connections.
Yeah.
I would have sat here 2 minutes of silence.
We would have gone on sobriety for a while.
2 minutes of silence. I would have been like, wait, what was it?
Yeah. Well, and my other thing, and this is total like, I don't have kids privilege. This is like when somebody tells you how, it's like, it's classic, like when how the scientific shit Republicans, the panels are for women's health are all like the oldest men you've ever seen in your life. This is totally like, I don't have kids. I don't know if I'll ever have kids, but I'm always like, you can't have an only child. Like I have that only children are weird. You can't be bringing more into the world.
Yeah.
That's my like I tell you how you should live your life strong belief.
Yeah.
And I always feel like an asshole doing it. But is there a worry that you will have an only child that's kind of weird?
Not really.
Yeah.
Well, like if it's not a worry.
Sure.
I'll put it that way.
Sure.
Could she end up weird? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
she
gonna
probably
be my
end up
problem?
weird because she's
No.
half you and Andy.
Yeah.
To begin with.
She's gonna be a weirdo.
Yeah.
She's absolutely gonna be a weirdo. But like, I don't really worry about it because I feel like in New York, there's nothing for kids to do in their homes. So every kid has like
communal.
They're all like in like an activity every fucking day, and so the people that they spend their time with are like their peers.
Sure.
So the way that I kind of rationalize it to myself, which is probably what I'm doing, is just go like, she's gonna be like out of the house most of the time.
Sure.
So
the way like what you say when you get a shitty apartment.
Yeah.
You're like, I mean, I don't need a fucking.
What am I gonna lay my head here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be out and about all the time.
I'm
I don't need a
gonna see this
window.
place.
She doesn't need to be socialized in her home. She'll get socialized in the fucking subway.
Yeah. I think she's also like, I just watch her and I'm like, oh, she's good.
Yeah.
Like she is so fucking social and so she has like 5 best friends.
That's so cute.
That she'll like come home and she's like, this is my best friend. This is my best friend. She shows up places. Everybody's like, Minnow! Like she's like a party animal.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm not really like that concerned.
How old is she now?
She's almost 2.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She's so funny. She was like singing Michael Jackson this morning and shit.
Love
I didn't
that.
even know where she heard it.
Yeah.
She was in the kitchen. She was like, I wanna rock with you. I was like, what the fuck?
So this is right when she starts forming like proto sentences, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not. It's still cute because it's like when you see a baby kind of have like a subject and a verb and a sentence. It's like it's not just commands, but they still look a bit like babies.
Yes.
It's a really cute zone to be in.
And she's still kind of bald. Like, I'm like, I don't know when her hair is coming, but she's doing full sentences. And I'm like, this has got to change. We're going to buy a wig.
Is she thin up top? Does she have...
She's got like curls on the sides, but it's just like, it's so short that if she's not wearing a dress, everyone thinks she's a boy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is, I mean, the baby growth curve is so funny because sometimes, like, I have a friend whose kid, like, went from being an infant to just like a little guy,
right?
Like fully hair parted to the side,
yes,
kind of cheekbones, kind of like a jawline. I'm like, was this baby more fucking masculine than I am? And it was like overnight.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Hair parted to the side on a baby always makes me laugh.
And it worked. Like it's not like fake.
Yeah,
it's like he has to get his hair out of his eyes. It's really funny.
God, that's
I know when they
cute.
dress him up like a little gentleman.
I know.
It is cute.
It's fucking, I'm like, it's insane. Like, there is part of me is like, now that she's talking and walking and is funny and stuff, I'm like, oh, maybe I should have another. But I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, me and Andy, one of us would have to quit.
Yeah.
There's no, you know what I mean? And we're not doing that because we will fight each other to the death.
The one who does quit will always resent the other.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right now, even now, it's like, it's so funny how we race to fill our calendars before the other one can.
Adversarial booking with your spouse.
Yeah, we'll like he'll pop it in the calendar. Like I'll be like, fuck, you know what I mean? And I'm, shit.
You should have a weekend draft. You should do it like, you start every 6 months. You guys sit down. And you're like, I want April 18th through the 21st.
Yeah, we should do that, but we won't.
Yeah, you'll just continue to...
We'll just keep doing it this
slowly
way.
Rack up the microaggressions against each other
until
they're full aggressions.
Yes, exactly. That's how you keep fucking.
Yeah, you need to get it out.
That's how you keep fucking.
Yeah, that clears it out.
Yeah. You go, I don't even want to talk about this. Should we just like fuck? What should happen?
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like, it's funny to think of life right now is a very baby. In my life, I feel like eldest, you were kind of there because your sister had kids earlier, but it is funny to just see when you move to New York, you're trying to be like, oh, I'm going to be in entertainment, whatever. You're like, oh, my life's different. It's not different. It's just like, it takes us 10 years later than everybody else. Because now I'm just like, oh, this is what, like, I was like making fun of my friends at home when they were like 26, and it's like,
I know.
oh no, now I'm the same way, but it's pathetic. I'm 36. It's pathetic for me to be like, oh, babies. It's like we should have like. Or we should be talking about our kids going to like which middle schools they're going to right now. Yeah. It's like the classic thing when you look up what age the Simpsons were.
I know.
It's like they're all younger than us, and their kids are 9 or whatever.
I know.
Costanza's in his 20s when Steinfeld starts.
Right.
It's like crazy.
They all looked 40.
Yeah,
to me.
Yeah.
Like when I watch Seinfeld now, I'm like
they're not. They're all like
they're
younger
all
than
way
us.
younger than us. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it is. I mean, I think it makes sense to wait. I don't think we were totally wrong to make fun of them for having kids at 26.
I mean, we were. They're going to be so much happier in their old age.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you know what
100%.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Here's how pathetic I am. I'm still at like mentally 20, where I'm like, should I have kids? It's like, what? I'm gonna die.
It might not be an option.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I do, it's gonna be like
you're playing hard to get with like sperm that's not really doing it.
Totally.
You know?
The chemicals, the artificial sweeteners that I've exposed my genetic code to. I can't even think about it.
It's so funny to watch like everyone that I know like running into. I mean, it's not funny because I went through it myself, but like. Watching them run into like fertility issues when we've been like just running from the possibility of getting pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Our whole
it flips
lives.
so fast.
And then we're like, wait, what?
Yeah, I want it now.
I thought we had to try really, really hard not to. That's what I was taught.
Yeah.
You know?
Doctor's like, those days are over, sweetheart.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, and then like how much old jizz is a problem for kids. Mm-hmm. Like all this like autism stuff is like there's more autistic kids because like old nut is being used.
Yeah.
Like that seems to be the most like scientific, and it makes sense. It's like because it's like old guys are having kids with younger. That's not the limiting factor is not the age of the woman here, right? It's like we live in a society where it's like Al Pacino just fucking nutted in some 29-year-old. Like it's not. You'll be able to find women of age, whatever.
Yeah.
It's so clearly like all like and that. So I don't know. Should I freeze a nice batch? Should I have some omega-3? Should I eat a lot of salmon for a week?
Dude, you should absolutely freeze it. Yeah. Go for it.
How do you get the healthiest jizz? Have you been? Did you look at? Are you looking into this, Eldest? Are you? Because you're.
You're like asking Eldest like he's your doctor.
I think because he at least is like married. I think you know.
Oh yeah.
Like he's probably gonna think about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have kids.
Yeah.
There will be a little baby LD here someday.
Oh God. Think of how fucking stupid that baby will be.
He's gonna be really smart.
How bumbling a child that'll be when you just have natural baby bumbling plus your DNA. Just some fucking 4'2", 3-year-old.
Gonna be talking
humongous. Have you gotten your? Are you worried about your nuts?
Yeah.
Because you had that big gigantic. Remember, Eldest had like some kind of ball infection and his balls swelled up.
Wait, what?
I got epididymitis where one of my nuts got really big and
how much bigger?
I mean, it kind of like was like the size of a lemon at least.
A lemon.
I've talked about it.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see his balls. But we talked about it swallowing.
One of
his
the
dick
great
up.
regrets of my life is not taking a picture. But
you didn't take a picture.
It kind of like
we should have gotten professional. We should have gotten Syracuse to photograph it.
You should have gone to J.C. Penney. That's what you should have done.
Yeah, that's my kid actually. But yeah, I kind of like just enveloped my dick, like pushed my dick skin forward, and like I had to like pee sitting down for a couple weeks. It was pretty fucked.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you think it affected the health? I'm sure my shit is so sluggish.
Sure it didn't help.
I'm sure my jizz is so sluggish.
I'm sure my sperm is like.
The way you said that.
For sure.
I'm sure my sperm is like 4% microplastics, 3% Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the worst thing. I think we're all going to be underwater and the kids will float.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's
good, yeah.
It is funny
Eventually.
that everyone was worried about like cell phones, and it's like clearly our like analog to lead poisoning from the Roman.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about they all had lead poisoning. It's like we have so much plastic. That's so clearly what's going to take down this empire.
With my phone on my chest all the time. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What I do to myself.
I know. I wonder what. Yeah, we should do a little research and see how you get healthy jizz. We should. This is classic podcast stunt stuff. We should get our jizz tested and read the results on air.
That really is.
That's like classic. Who's got better jizz?
Yes,
like shock jock stuff.
That's almost like 2016 era podcast shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We should do it for the Patreon.
Yeah,
let's do it.
You show your asshole at the
Jizz
end for
wars.
no reason.
Yeah. I know we missed the boat on having porn. That was a big morning radio.
Yeah.
Into early podcasting was having just porn stars
on.
And then it got when it was radio. It was like, okay, there's a line. It got strange where they were just like, oh, well, it's podcasting. I guess she'll just suck our dicks. And it's like, all right, man, we don't need to fucking, we don't need to fucking watch this. I did Kumia, and there's like a fucking porn star rubbing my dick, and then she started saying some wildly racist shit. I was in a onesie. I don't remember what it was. Me and Mullen went on Kumia so early, and then there was just like a weird porn star. And then it was like, whatever. And then she just started saying some out-of-pocket racist shit.
Oh, my God.
And we were like, all right, man, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Like, while rubbing your dicks? Like, she's like, this will get them off.
I think, she, first of all, it was not planned. I think her muscle memory kicked in and started just, she just started, kind of rubbing my dick. And then I think she was like, oh, I don't have to do, I'm just on a podcast.
Muscle memory kicked in?
Yeah, I mean,
That's so funny.
This is somebody who's a true professional.
Right.
And the vibe was ruined because I don't remember what happened, but Mullen started debating her, and it was and she was saying some hysterically racist shit. I don't even remember what it was.
Damn.
But it was like, all right, man. And then, but at the time, I was like, wow, I made it. It's like I just moved. I'm like, I'm with a guy from Opie and Anthony with a racist porn star. Shit's going good.
I know.
It was like week 3 of Come Town. We had no idea what was going on. But that was one of the pinnacles of my career.
You're like, all right, well, there's no stopping us now.
Yeah. It was when Kumi's racism was just. I mean, he was still racist, but he wasn't talking about, put black people in zoos or whatever the fuck that the shit that got him when he was really going next level with it. But yeah, at the time it was I was like, nice.
Yeah.
The world is a dark and dangerous place full of scammers trying to get your money. You are not safe. You are in danger. Your money is in danger. You need to use apps to transfer money that protect against scammers. Okay? Lucky for you, Cash App's got your back. We're talking built-in card security that keeps your money safe and the protections you expect with the Cash App card. Advanced built-in security that keeps your money safe. Your personal info stays personal, and you get help right when you need it. Something goes awry, they got a crew ready to assist you and make sure, the scammers don't get your shit. We got security lock, Face ID, biometric authentication. No one's touching your stuff, buddy. Okay? You got peace of mind. 24/7 fraud monitoring. They don't sleep. They got people all across the globe, different times. I don't know how they do it, but they got it figured out. You can spend with peace of mind today. And order a Cash App card in the app or at Cash App/card. For a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 off if they use code SECURE10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cashapp.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Soder had me on to guest host one time with when he wasn't there. That was really fun.
Damn.
But I was bad at it. I mean, I had not done any. I wasn't the professional, you see.
It's a shame that everything fell apart after that. You know?
Yeah.
It's just a shame that you that was the best it ever got.
That was the pinnacle. I never got better. But now at least I'm a pro. So anyway, how healthy do you think your jizz is, Eldest? 10 years later, I've become way better at it. Just ignoring our guest to talk about our jizz for 10 minutes.
No, but seriously, how is your jizz? We want to know.
Nah, it's all right, man.
I can tell you that I think not drinking and not smoking is like one of the first things. They go, don't drink and don't smoke.
I actually have, although I will say, this last European trip, boy, have I wanted to smoke cigarettes more than I have since I was like 20.
Oh yeah.
Like you're on vacation, you treat yourself to a couple cigs, and like I have, since I've been back, like I didn't, but I really almost bought a pack of cigarettes, which I haven't done in like
Well, I don't know why this
years.
is. I know this isn't true, but it doesn't feel like European cigarettes can kill you. Like I know they have the scary shit on it, but I'm like, this is such a bluff. Like, look how long these people are living.
It is really true. I wonder what the science behind their cancer rates are. It's probably like smoking's bad for you, but it's like compared to everything else we do here.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
It's got to be the food.
For sure.
I remember going there for like a month while I was pregnant and not gaining any weight. And all I did was eat. Like I was in Italy eating cheese for a month. And I didn't gain any weight. It was the only time in my pregnancy I hadn't put on weight.
Wow.
And I was like, what the fuck?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, literally the same thing happened where the week I got back, I kind of maintained, and I was like not going fully crazy. I was like, all right, let's not overdo it. And I was walking a lot, whatever. I got back here, dude, and I just gained like 5 pounds because I was just like, I still had vacation mindset, but it was with American snack foods and shit. And it was like, I still had the like, a little pastry with breakfast.
Right.
I mean, pastry with breakfast, one of the best vacation moves there is.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just a fucking coffee that's mostly milk.
And without a cigarette, it doesn't feel complete.
Oh, I wanted a cigarette so fucking. And then also part of me is like, probably what helped me not eat sometimes was smoke a couple cigs. And then, and so, I don't know, but I got I don't know why, again, I got back from Europe and I got like addicted to mac and cheese for like 5 days. I had mac and cheese like 5 days in a row.
I bet all the fucking, whatever, the chemicals and shit that's in our food, I bet you'd like detox and you got like one bite of it.
Yeah,
and you
probably.
Were like, we gotta re-up here.
You know what's funny? That's 100% what happened because I got back really late.
Yeah.
And there was nothing in my apartment to eat except like an emergency box of mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And after I had one of those bites, bro, I had mac and cheese legit. All I had in my thing was like a freezer full of like, real good chicken tenders.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, the calories aren't so bad, whatever.
Yeah.
I have literally that was my first meal was air fried chicken tenders and mac and cheese, and I couldn't kick. That meal fucked me up so much more than like lamb chops and grease.
Because it's it's like a classic example of like the American food that's designed to like not to like turn off your hunger signals or whatever. And
without any fiber, without no vegetables, no nothing. Like at least there I was throwing a little salad in the mix. I was getting something going, but yeah, it's hard. I'm having a very hard time kicking mac and cheese right now. I'm having a really hard time, dude. Ice cream and mac and cheese are just
try smoking crack.
If you told me I could smoke a little crack and like I would
you'd like microdose.
I honestly would smoke crack. I'm not like I'm not even like in fact I'm sort of curious what crack is like. Because I'm not going to snort cocaine ever again. I feel like that's bad for your heart.
Yeah.
But I think one puff of crack
Yeah.
wouldn't be that bad.
Right.
I'm not going to do it, probably.
I feel like you could, like,
I'm not going to do it, probably. I mean, if you came up and you offered it to me, am I going to say no? No.
But that's the thing. It's like, I'm not running
seeking it out.
I'm not running in crack circles.
Right.
You know, I'm running in cocaine circles.
Yeah.
But I'm not running in crack circles.
Yeah, you sort of have to come upon it. You have to.
Now, I could see, especially off the heels of the Hunter Biden interview, which, you know, was months ago at this point, but I will say, He did come off pretty cool. Like I always was like Hunter's cool because I thought he was just a guy who did drugs and fucked like sex workers, which to me is like pretty. If you're gonna be a nepo baby,
do that with it.
Do it that way.
Do it that way.
You're not taking jobs from anyone.
Exactly.
You're using your family's wealth to have a good time.
Yes.
You're putting money back in certain people's pockets. That's great. But then I was like, oh, this guy's like kind of he's a smart, cool guy. Like I would chill with Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
He was like much cooler than I thought he would, whatever. Because,
well, you can't be a crackhead and be successful at it for years, without, I think, a good amount of money and a shitload of charisma.
Sure, yeah.
Because you got to be able to lie to people.
For sure.
Like,
Absolutely.
believably.
Yeah. It does train you. Being an addict does train you to have, like, if you stop lying and you just put that into just being a likable, nice person, that's a lot of like energy you're not using for nefarious purposes.
Yeah.
You can just be like a good guy.
Right.
But I could see a sort of artisanal rebrand of crack.
Yeah.
I really could see that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, just like a cocaine, sort of like a way to do cocaine in a more, just like a cocaine rebrand in a way.
Yeah, just change the pipe.
Because it used to be,
fucking pipe.
The pipe's tough.
The pipe
the
is
metal
rough.
little pipe is tough.
Yeah, you gotta
make it acrylic. Although I guess, does it have to be metal to hit those?
I don't fucking know.
Aren't they glass?
Yeah, they're
glass.
They're glass. They're glass, but
metal.
because you can burn. That's like
true.
That's part of the thing is that you have to take your lips off it. So you don't burn your lips.
Right. That's tough.
That's like the only time they have to like stop. It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna burn my lips.
Yeah, if you figured that out,
you figure that out.
We've got to have some kind of space age polymer material that can smoke, and then it looks cool.
Yeah.
And you just kind of have it in like a uniform cube.
We need to get Apple on this.
Like a sugar cube. Yeah. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
And if you it's baking soda. If you put like a little bit of like, I don't know, cinnamon. No, not cinnamon. But like aromatics. Like if you did like essential oils in your crack or something like that.
So it doesn't smell like burnt tires.
Yeah.
I think we're basically talking like crack or cocaine vapes, which you see about people doing shit like that, like vape.
You can do it with this.
Yeah,
totally.
Just get plastic.
Melt it into the whatever fucking vitamin E or whatever.
Yeah,
we're sucking on in those, and
I don't know. I could see it.
Yeah.
Originally, freebasing cocaine before they really formulated crack and like made it cheaper. That was a rich person thing to do. It probably feels awesome. Again.
But I thought, no, freebasing. Oh yeah, freebasing is smoking cocaine, right? Yeah. Okay.
So anyway,
I remember one time, Stav, we like freebased perks in a bowl of weed.
I remember
like we
that.
just crushed some perks on some weed in a bowl.
And then we watched the Tanya Harding documentary.
Wait, this had to have been, how long ago was this?
This was 2014 maybe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, all right. This is some shit I would have done in high school.
Yeah. No, I had just moved, or maybe I was even visiting you.
You were visiting.
I was so I wasn't even living in New York yet. Eldest was in this sad basement in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
Where it was like he was living with his friend. But it was his friend's parents.
Yeah.
And like they were only charging Eldest rent.
Yeah.
And it was like his friend got to pretend he didn't live at home, but they were like, well, Eldest has to pay.
Yeah.
They were like, we don't need the money, but it's kind of a principle thing. Your poor friend who's trying to figure it out right now.
Right.
We're gonna gouge him.
Right.
So you, a rich kid, can just kind of live and
chill.
pretend you have autonomy.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna give you the basement. We're gonna teach you how to cohabitate with the underclass.
Yeah.
That was sort of Eldest was sort of like a lesson that they were teaching. They were teaching their son.
That they taught their son. That's crazy.
At one point, I had to put my mattress in the living room for 5 weeks because my like closet was water damaged, so they had to do
what the fuck?
Oh man!
And I was like, oh well, this is great. Maybe I'll save on rent. And they were like, oh yeah, we'll charge you half rent.
Incredible.
What the fuck?
To sleep in the fucking living room.
Yeah.
But he was.
But shout out him.
Yeah. He's probably a listener. Shout out to him. Hey, Eldest is doing fine now, but if he wasn't,
it would be your fault.
It would.
But yeah, I think about that freebasing perks, and it's like crack sounds really bad, but I think about that, I'm like, that seems maybe even worse.
I think
than
it's
crack.
worse.
Yeah.
I think it's worse.
I don't think
it
so.
did feel cool.
I don't think
awesome.
so.
It was fucking
awesome.
There's no way
smoking pain pills on weed was awesome.
No way was it worse than crack.
I don't know. Well, I guess that's true.
You know what I mean?
I guess you know what? I'm gonna call it a push. I think it's about the same.
I guess it was probably more pure than crack. We knew what was actually in it more than actual crack. So
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
maybe
What is
it's
it
a
called?
drop.
It's a speedball, right? When you're like smoking crack and heroin at the same time.
Yes,
Right.
the classic thing that kills every fat entertainer.
Right, yeah.
The thing that scared me, even from the jump, I was like, I cannot be fucking.
Well, that's
with this
not an
stuff.
option for me.
Yeah, I am too fat to be doing shit like this. Even though when I've sort of done it by accident, when you're like the very, very low rent version, which is like, Adderall and weed, if you, or pills and like, honestly, just more Adderall. It was really the only upper.
Yeah.
I guess occasionally I would, or even cocaine and weed, whatever. You get why people do it.
Yeah.
It feels fucking awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you were on that pills and that was
It's so funny if you're like the one guy that just can't understand the appeal and you like finally do it. You're like, oh, this does feel good.
Doing drugs.
Well, my goodness.
Oh, this is why people died doing it. Because they tried to push it to the absolute limits and failed.
I could see giving up my life for this.
Certain you climb up Mount Everest, there's a fucking guy who's dead on every fucking peak. All right, but to get to the top, you gotta do it.
Try.
You gotta try.
Yes.
I'm almost dishonoring the fat comedians that died by stopping their work now. I stand on the shoulders of giants.
Yes. We have to reach. We have to reach for the top.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that sounds like, because you were probably going to like a rich school where you had pills, you know what I mean? Like we had to get, in high school it was way more just whatever we could find.
Yeah.
You were a little ahead of the curve.
Listen,
I would imagine.
Every one of my friends' parents was on something.
Yeah.
You go
Early.
you go to your friend's house. This is the first thing I learned.
Yeah.
As like a rich kid in the suburbs, you go to somebody's house, you look in their medicine cabinet.
Yeah.
I still fucking do it to this day. To this day,
Hell
I go
yeah.
and I go like,
What do we got? A little
Yeah.
Now you can Google it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had to like try and remember it
Yeah.
and then look it up later. There was no phones. I remember doing that in high school.
yeah.
Yeah.
You would just sort of be like, okay, what's that? All right.
Yeah, I love the idea that like you would go
Just
to
take one.
your friend's parents' house and they were people that were like, we should get the poor hooked on these.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were like, you guys had them before the opioid epidemic.
Right.
It was like the very beginning of
Yes.
it. Like lobbyists were doing it. They're like, we could destroy West Virginia.
No, because it like spread in West Virginia and then it came to the suburbs.
Oh, interesting.
And then, like all of these kids were like, what does my mom have in here? And then they'd take one, they'd be like, whoa! and then we'd all fucking do it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, now it's an epidemic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now we'll call it an epidemic.
When a couple like the kids at your prep school died.
Yes.
Then it's like.
Then it's like, well, this is serious.
This is a
you
big
guys.
problem.
Come on.
Yeah.
Quit fooling around. you
It
know?
must have been chock full of like white wine and pill moms.
Oh yeah.
Where you grew up around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of pain pills, a lot of fucking anti-anxiety, Vicodin, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you take that, and then you smoke weed, or you like crush it up, you put it on top of a pipe. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just like trying shit out. And then the next thing you know, you're like, I can't drive.
Did you have was there like a really sketchy moment? Do you remember like from your youth, the one where you're like, fuck, I've taken it too far? Was there ever a moment like that?
Yeah, I was like, I mean, it wasn't like drug wise or
Okay.
anything, but I was like on mushrooms and I had taken my dad and my sister to a fish show in like New Jersey or something.
Okay, interesting.
And we drove back.
I love the idea of your father,
My father,
who's maybe like, I'm guessing the squarest.
he's like a partner at a law firm.
Yeah,
that, like,
yeah.
When I was a kid, he was like a granola motherfucker, but then
interesting.
he like moved to like corporate law.
He did the George W. Bush kind of like black sheep of a Republican family to I'm born again, I've put it all behind me.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Classic
But it wasn't.
move.
It was just like too many kids. Like he
Yeah,
didn't have an
yeah.
option. He had to be Republican.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
He's just like, I gotta make money.
He
And I
could
gotta
have
keep
lived
my money.
in not where he could have maybe gone to a shittier suburb than where you were.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. No, I do love that even
If you
when
had brought that up to him, he'd be like, why?
I don't want to be. I grew up rich. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be fucking. I'm just gonna like completely go against the morals I pretended to have in my 20s and
Yeah.
just fucking stay rich.
Yeah.
The fuck. I was cosplaying. I was trying to make my dad mad.
Yeah, listen, my mom was dead. I had to hitchhike.
My dad waited me out. He was right.
Yes.
I'm coming groveling back.
Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah.
I do love that when you meet, like, when you do meet somebody who's just like, the percentage of someone who grew up around power that actually, when you're like, they're cool in their 20s, no one ever sticks to it. No one. They all go back. They all it's turn. Always like, they always, they will never, it's so hard to get somebody who grew up with like that kind of access to power and privilege, whatever, to actually be a class traitor. Really hard to do.
I do think actually that it's going to happen more. We're going to see it happen more and more because of just like wealth inequality. Yeah. Because people, like, even in our generation where it's like, if you grew up with money, like I grew up with money, but that's gonna end with me.
Yeah, right. Like,
it's not getting passed down to my daughter.
Well, you're at least a couple generations removed. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like the like kids of the like.
Oh yeah.
But you're right though. Even at the absolute top, the middle is contracting so much that even the people that are pretty like really rich adjacent, they're not gonna have. No,
it's like say bye-bye.
It's
or
crumbling
like enjoy
in a way.
it while you can, because they're coming for you. It's like
totally.
The millionaires even are like, you know, it's like you got the billionaire class and then you've got fucking the middle class, but they're just squeezing the shit out of them.
100%.
And the millionaires they're like, they're not gonna come for us. It's like, oh honey,
better start podcasting. That's the only industry that's safe.
They're coming for you.
Pick up a Zencaster, baby.
You're fucking dead. You're next.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so fucking hilarious that just podcasting is the only growth industry in America. How the fuck did this happen?
It's so
I
depressing.
love just coming from the fucking just the mud and then going this way and then just fucking 4-generation lawyers.
I know.
Meeting them here. I'm right here right now.
Yeah.
Where I'm seeing motherfuckers coming down and it's so fucking funny.
Yeah. It's like, and it's I mean, I don't think it's gonna, I think we're fucked right now, just generally speaking, because sorry to be serious for a second.
No, please.
But like, you see all these people going like, oh, the left and the right, they're both fucking crazy. It's like, this is all such a fucking distraction from the fact that we're all gonna be fucking homeless.
100%.
Like, we are all gonna be fucking homeless.
It's so clear. I mean, this is the Republican playbook of like socially, starting from segregation, literally. I mean, that's what turned the Republican Party, is when they were like, let's go all in on like segregation and take some of these Southern Democrats, and that's how everything realigned. To then it became, okay, segregation to just generally like racism.
Yeah.
To then they flipped that to, I mean, I guess Reagan sort of like, that was just like more of an economic thing where they were just like anti-labor. But Karl Rove, I mean, George Bush's thing was always like, gay people are coming. Like there was like we got to make.
The gays are coming.
The gays are trying to get married. We have to put gay marriage initiatives on the ballot so that these people that don't like, because to them George Bush was like too moderate. Hilariously,
right.
They were like, they weren't happy to vote for him, but they're like, if we put gay marriage on the thing, then they'll come to vote against that, and then since they're there, they'll vote for the Republican,
right?
And we're seeing it now with all this fucking trans shit. I mean, we said it on another episode recently, but like the Republican Party has become like hack comedians, where it's like, if you don't have a punchline, you go for trans or autism,
right?
Like that's the two big ones,
right.
And the trans shit is like, it's crazy how obsessed they are with it, but it has become like this. They're just vilifying these people in a way that doesn't make any fucking sense.
I don't think anyone is that fucking concerned with it. I don't think anyone is like that. I don't think, and I was talking about it in Texas like last week, and there was like one couple that came up to me afterwards, and I was like, yeah, I don't think anybody's like thinking about everyone's genitals that much. Yeah. And both of them were like Republicans. They were like, well, we are.
Yeah, well, we're fucking weird.
We're thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
The autumn chill in the air, Eldest. You feel that? The leaves are turning. It's back to school. You know, we're thinking about going to grad school. It's a time of new beginnings. We're entering a new phase, and with that, our diets must enter a new phase. Although for me, Factor meals, that ain't new, brother. I'm currently in a group chat with 3 other fat adult men. You're not in it, actually. You don't get to be in it. It's for fat actors only.
Can I get in there?
No, you can't go. You can't be in the Fat House group chat. And honestly, many of my plus size friends trying to lose weight, it's not just me. Because Factor, look, they send me the meals for. I'd be a customer anyway, but it helps to get their delicious meals for free. You know, I love Asian food. You know, it's my favorite genre. They got all kinds of. They got, you know, Chinese inspired, Thai inspired, really good stuff. They got the Mediterranean diet options, good for GLP-1, you know, meals specifically for that. They're really speaking my language. It's like they're making a meal delivery service just for me. We in the fat man group chat that you are not a part of, Eldest, all are going goo for Factor meals. Everybody's having success with it because we're busy. We're on the go, guys. Okay, they got a lot of different options. Everybody's loving it, and I think you don't have to just be a plus size gentleman trying to get right, trying to get healthy to enjoy Factor meals. You could just be busy. You know, there's less sunlight. You don't want to spend your time cooking. Get these ready, these beautifully prepared, delicious flavors sent right to your door. No matter you could be fat, you could be thin. I love cooking. I still sometimes like a delicious meal already prepped for me. I pop it in the microwave. I'm eating like a fucking king in the matter of moments. So what I want you to do is eat smart at factormeals.com/Stavvy50off and use code Stavvy50off to get, you're never going to believe this, 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for a year. That's code Stavvy50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for a year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Stavvy50 off kind of sounds like Stavvy jerk me off. Don't you think? That's an easy mnemonic device to remember the code, folks. Stavvy50 off.
What was that code again?
Oh, I think it was Stavvy jerk me off. Oh, Stavvy50 off. Yeah. But you're right. Ultimately, the culture war stuff is the oldest, simplest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. And even now, they're so desperate that they're like martyring a guy who, whatever, the guy shouldn't have been killed, but it's like, you weren't fucking watching Charlie Kirk like that.
And
you weren't fucking coming home from a hard day's work.
Yeah.
Microwaving some you weren't eating leftovers and firing on fucking Turning Point USA. You weren't watching that shit. You just weren't. You didn't care that much.
I'm like, you just found out who he is, and now he's getting a fucking WrestleMania funeral.
I mean, the pyrotechnics at the funeral
was crazy.
He's nuts. His wife coming out like Batista, coming out like Triple H. It's like, what the fuck?
I know, just groping Trump.
And by the way, Eldest, you know, it's come to my attention that one of my employees has been posting. You're get ready for a disciplinary hearing here at Stavvy Baby Enterprises. Why don't you pull up the disgusting tweet that you posted? Because I've seen a lot of people are calling for you to face Jimmy Kimmel style justice.
When I put this up, I knew I'd run into some shit with my employer, but I was scared of the ramifications.
Yeah, let's show it up.
Free speech must live on.
Let's show it to our guest. Eldest posted Trump and he said, "I got your bitch with me." And you know what, Eldest?
Oh, that's good.
I will not stand for my employee being so crass and disgusting.
These MAGA fucks fucking up my career.
You're suspended, Eldest.
The first, Second Amendment? No, First Amendment.
Doesn't know which amendment it is.
He has no clue.
You fucking idiot.
Hey, this is a 20.
But anyway, yes, the culture war stuff is so pathetic and so transparent.
Right.
And it's gotten crazier because of how like blatantly they have just been robbing people right now.
Can I be honest with you? It's kind of fucking annoying me on a comedic, like on a comedy level.
Absolutely.
In a way that like is making me feel like like it feels like my fucking husband got fat or something.
Yeah,
no
yeah. How dare
like,
you?
I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
You're also suspended.
I'm just like, I just feel like comedy itself is like, I'm like, how did we let ourselves go like this? This is fucking gross.
Believe me, you think I want to talk publicly about politics?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate having to say, like, obviously I have my own politics,
but
and I feel very strongly.
Because you're sane about it.
But that's what I mean, is like, it's gotten so annoying that, like, you sort of have to say something, because especially if we're talking about free speech, right? The one thing comedians should kind of weigh in on is freedom of speech. And for anyone that was supporting Trump on a free speech thing, right? Let's throw everything else out, right? Let's fine. Like, let's agree to disagree on on ruining the economy.
Right.
Even on, I mean, I won't say, like, ICE falls under freedom of speech, because we're talking about masked agents, like, who we're talking about a secret police,
just rounding people up.
It's
no
fucking
due process.
Truly, no due process.
Ripping their children out of their fucking
due
hands.
process is such an important part of, like, having the freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You should be able to defend yourself. And, like, look, the Jimmy Kimmel stuff was obviously bullshit, but scarier than that is the fact that they have stopped. You're not allowed to
Wait, what
protest.
do you mean the Jimmy Kimmel stuff was bullshit, though?
I mean, the FCC, threatening a private company and leaning on them to be like,
yes, okay,
this will fuck up your business. We, the government, can fuck up your pockets if you don't do what we like. That's crazy.
Right.
But crazier than that is the fact that, like, what's happening with, like, campus, like, when we're talking about the ability to protest anything, but specifically Gaza and Israel, and it's like the fact that they are completely silencing students. They're calling them anti-Semites. They're getting these kids, like, arrested. Mahmoud Khalil deporting the fucking guy because he is expressing his freedom of speech in a country where that's the whole fucking point.
Right.
That's the scare. That's way more important than fucking Jimmy Kimmel. No disrespect.
And that also comes down to the fact that, like, if you really look at it, even down to the FCC shit.
Yeah.
If you're a billionaire, right, and there's two ways that this could go. It's like further right or fucking tax the rich.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you gonna fund?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
This idea that, like, they do a great job of messaging, because a lot of people in the last, like, I remember going on Theo's podcast and saying that the far right is always backed by big business and moneyed interest, and people think, like, that's not true. The Democrats are the party of big business, and it's like, to a certain extent, this is the Democrats' fault, because they have become a centrist corporate party that does not care about the working class,
right?
And so they're not that indistinguishable from Republicans.
They're not,
even though historically, obviously, the far. I mean, it's like, read a fucking history book. The far right is always connected to money, to industry.
But if you look at how bad it's gotten since the beginning of Citizens United.
I mean, that's the craziest thing that's ever fucking happened.
It's like, it's just spiraled completely out of fucking control.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and if, like, corporations and businesses have they have freedom of speech, but a college kid who's saying, like, I don't think all my fucking tax dollars should go towards a genocide, they don't have freedom of speech.
Right.
We're so fucked.
We're so beyond
And it's like,
fucked.
listen, slurs are not worth it. This is the saddest part. They have proven the tattletale dorks right.
Yeah.
I hate to admit it, but it's like, everyone that was mad at Come Down, I'd rather live in their world than our world.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather live librarian ass bitches telling me I can't say a joke, even if it's a joke.
Right.
I would so much rather have that, because, by the way, we were fine. We were, like, ultimately it was a little annoying. Maybe it was a little hard to get on TV, but that led us to the internet, which is the place where you actually build a fucking career. But it's like, I'd rather take an annoying fucking, she, they telling me I can't say fuck, you can't say. Right. That's so, we need to sacrifice. needs to die on the cross like Christ to bring woke back.
Just put the word up there.
Put it up there. Let it get crucified. We need to bring woke back after 3 days, and we need to stop having masked agents. Like, it's not that good of a. It's like
it's no.
Also, you
can't live like this.
You idiots don't get that the only reason something's fun to say is just because it's not allowed.
Yeah,
like that's the whole point, dude. Yeah. That's why it's fun. You fucking dumbasses. Yeah. You can't just. Anyway, whatever.
They've basically ruined things for themselves and everyone else, and it's like, I mean, I just watch it and I go, it's fucking embarrassing. Like,
I know.
When I watch comics doing it, I'm like, are you that fucking scared to be funny in a different way? To have to reach a little further?
Just try and be funny.
To get something funny. You know what I mean? Like, are you leaning that
just
fucking hard
creative.
on the word?
Yeah, get creative.
And listen, that's somebody. Whenever I'm bombing, I tell a fucking.
Yeah,
so
sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure,
but
absolutely.
I'm just like, let me get these people back.
Of course. Listen, what happens in those rooms when you're bombing? What happens on the Saturday Late Show in a 400-seat improv for some reason?
Yeah.
That's half sold.
Yeah. That's between you and God.
Then that's the beauty of live performance, by the way.
Yeah.
That's also why like you can't ultimately touch stand-up because it's like. It actually happens in the fucking room.
Right.
Don't worry about the internet. Don't worry about getting famous. Try and be a funny fucking person. But anyway, it is really fucking pathetic. But unfortunately, they have made me a crusader for woke. Bring woke back. Bring it back. Tattle on me. Let me lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking if my career goes well enough that I get to be in a fucking cartoon. Let an annoying mom who hasn't had sex in 20 years say, "Have you seen what he said 15 years ago? Yeah. He can't be a fat squirrel in a Pixar movie." Fine. If that's what it takes, to like demolish alligator Alcatraz, great.
Yeah.
I don't need to be
the L.
I don't need to be a fat woodchuck in a DreamWorks movie. Because I was on Cumtown when I was 26. I don't know. I think my cheeks, I think I would do really well at that.
Actually, yeah, you'd be a little cutie pie.
Yeah, thank you. You see it.
Yeah.
Let's plug here at the midway point. We're gonna do some calls, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you have to plug here, Rosie?
Oh, I'm on tour.
Tour.
I am on tour right now. All the tickets are at rosebudbaker.com and also check out my Netflix special, The Mother Lode.
Yes, great special. Watch it on Netflix. And go see Rosebud on tour. She's got a beautiful baby girl who's indistinguishable, who right now is non-binary until her curls come in.
Yeah, well, all babies are.
Yeah, that is true. If you want to understand what being non-binary is, look at a baby. Yeah. And then the people that don't grow out of that, that's who they are.
Right.
That's a good way to look at it. You're like, oh. You should just be wearing overalls.
Like a little minion.
Yeah. All right, Eldest, what do we got here, buddy?
Hi, Stavvy. Hi, Eldest. Hi, esteemed guest. So my situation is interesting. It's more of a, how do I go about changing someone's behavior sort of thing.
Interesting. Can you give some more volume?
So I've been dating this guy for about a year, and, great relationship, awesome sex, especially, eats pussy real good.
Good for you.
So the question I have, my partner is neurodivergent, not so much in the socially awkward way, but more in the way that they have a lot of physical stims. So, sort of like licking the lips or biting on pens or things like that. But one of the things he does is that he often will put his hand like down his pants, like underneath the underwear, and kind of feel around, and then bring the hand back up, and then give that a big old whiff.
Oh no!
Whoa!
Just a deep whiff. It's not even really subtle. And this happens a lot, mostly when we're hanging out, either on the couch or in bed or whatever, just taking it easy, but. It's happened a few times when we've been in public.
She's dating Mary Catherine Gallagher.
For real. What the fuck?
Armpit a sniff or something like that. But, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. And also, it's a little gross, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
what do you mean a little gross?
I'm used to dudes adjusting themselves in public or whatever. But, in this instance, it's just so blatant. And I've called him out on it, like, with the house before and been like, oh, hey, do you need a washcloth? Or, like, you know,
washcloth? What the fuck? You gonna give him a sponge bath on the couch?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, finish it. Sorry.
But, you know, he's been like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you know, but I think it's just so unconscious. I don't think it's anything that he's doing, like, purposefully. But do you have any advice for kind of shifting someone's behavior when they're kind of doing something that, you know, doesn't look too good in public? Like, I don't know, with like dog training or like, you know, clicker training or whatever. What? But what ideas do you have for someone like me who has a great partner, but they do some sort of annoying or odd behavior that could be, you know, perceived as being sort of inappropriate?
Fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I just say,
yeah.
this is what women do when someone eats pussy so good.
True. I guess that's true. I mean, if I'm thinking about...
She's just going, like, I can change this.
Right.
It's fine. He'll still eat my pussy. You know what I mean?
Sniffs is nuts. And that is true. And by the way, that is the power of, like, getting great head.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Some of the most I've put up with is somebody who's awesome at fucking.
Yeah.
And that is an important lesson, ultimately.
Right.
But also, what the fuck is this lady talking about? She's also saying he's neurodivergent. It's like, there's no way this is his fucking, like, specific tick.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if he had some kind of physical Tourette, like, I guess if he has some kind of Tourette's thing where it's like, you have to do something fucked up.
Yeah.
But this is not... What are you talking about? Your boyfriend smells his dick in public.
If he had Tourette's, you would know, right? Like,
yeah.
She wouldn't just say neurodivergent.
Also, her examples of stims are like,
she would say Tourette's.
Chewing on a fucking pen cap or like, you're talking about a fidgety guy.
Right.
Which, like, look.
She's like, but then there's this one tick.
Yeah. You have completely over-intellectualized this. Your boyfriend goes Al Bundy mode plus smell.
Yeah.
Like, smelling your nuts is crazy.
What you need to do
Taking a whiff of your nuts in front of another person.
You got to embarrass
shamelessly?
him. You got to embarrass him.
Yeah.
You got to just be like, next time he does it at dinner, no matter who's with you, you got to be like, did you just put your hand down your pants and smell your own nuts at the table? You need to say it out loud.
Even you saying that in like a quoting her to a different guy, just hearing you say that to me, I was embarrassed. I didn't do it. You know what I mean? Just hearing that
you gotta hold up
accusatory tone about that.
Yeah. You gotta hold up a mirror and be like, that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and I think you are so right, Rosebud, where it's like, yeah, he's just good at fucking and he got an insane pass.
Yeah.
Like, probably the first time he did this, he had just made her bust 4 times.
Yeah.
And she's like, who cares? You know,
yeah,
she's just
like, I can't even see.
Who gives a fuck? And, like, it probably happened a few times where that, and now you feel weird bringing it up. But this is just one of the most classic calls we get where it's like, you just have to have a conversation here. This is fucking insane.
And watch what happens. He'll eat your pussy better that night.
Yeah, maybe.
He really will.
It's true.
You embarrass him, he's gonna have to. You know, he's gonna have to.
He could be
double down.
He could get off on that. You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just crazy. You have completely convinced yourself it's deeper than it is. Bringing in his neurodivergence. Like, by the way, do you mean he's fucking ADD? Because it's like, this is not an explanation. Right. Unless there's some kind of, like, you don't need to dog train. You need to be like, this is literally how you teach a baby stuff.
Yeah, you need to put his face in it.
No. Yeah. He might like it. He's smelling his own balls.
Yeah.
He's
you gotta be like, this is fucking... Yeah.
I mean, you just have to be like, this is gross. Stop doing this.
Right.
Like, what would you do if he, like, I don't even, like, what's another gross, I don't even know, like, if he, like, fucking trimmed his toenails, if he like, took his feet out. If he bit
his own toenails.
Yeah, and just, like, what if he, like, took his shoes off, rubbed the inside of his toes, and was like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, what the fuck? Yeah. He's doing something that's not, like, it's a level under that, but it's fucking weird to smell.
It's really weird.
And it's not even like you caught him once where he thought he was alone. Like, he just does this in front of you? That's fucking crazy. So, yeah. Stand up, show a little backbone, and be like, please stop smelling your balls at the dinner table.
You fucking goon.
Yeah, it's crazy. Insane. You know, many people are calling fall the season of sex. Many are saying now is the time. It's getting chilly. Summer, everyone says there's fucking and sucking in the summer. It's hot, you're sticky, you're sunburned. You ever try to get pussy with a sunburn? That'll make your dick soft. You know what'll make your dick hard? That's right. The industry leader in chewable sex tablets, our pals at Blue Chew. You know, maybe you've just had a pumpkin spice latte. You've had a little sweet potato pie. You've watched the leaves fall. And you're like, you know, it'd be nice getting some fucking trim while I let my window open and a nice breeze flies in. Oh, geez, I hope my dick doesn't get soft and I get embarrassed while I'm wearing a nice cardigan sweater. Fear not, because with Blue Chew, your dick will be hard as a bitch. Yeah, it's going to be fucking stiff as hell. Some might say, my meat telescope saw God and it winked. Some might say, I popped a Blue Chew and now the TSA calls me sir before every pat down. This is a world where the TSA respects you more because your dick is hard when they pat you down. They're like, what is this guy trying to smuggle a weapon? Oh, no, it's just his hard cock from Blue Chew. I'm going to salute him and call him sir. Frankly, that's the kind of respect you deserve when your dick is as hard as Blue Chew makes it. And by the way, we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code Stavvy at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. And thank you, Blue Chew. Thank you, Mr. Blue Chew, for sponsoring the podcast and making our cocks hard while you do it.
Rosebud, can you put your can on the floor?
My what?
Oh,
put your can on the floor.
Oh, why?
I think you're about to find out. Whoa, what the hell's going on? Huh? Holy shit, it's time to keep it twisted, folks. That's right. It's the motherfucking twisted ass fucked up question of the week. Holy shit. I love keeping it twisted. Rosebud, I know you're sober, but I'm sure at a different time in your life.
I was so scared I was going to have to break the news to you. With the music on, I was like, oh no.
I know at a time in your life you also kept it very, very twisted.
Yes, I did.
Eldest, what's the motherfucking ass fucked up twisted question of the week?
Hey, Stavvy, Eldest, esteemed guest. I was just calling because, about a year ago I had a pretty big problem, and I wanted to get you guys' opinion if I did the right thing.
Okay.
Me and my father-in-law were really close with one another. He never had a son. I never really had a dad. And
that's cute.
we were bros. Also, like, we drank, play pool, fish together.
That's nice.
Nice.
But we were at a party about a year ago, and he told me that he was having an emotional affair.
Uh-oh.
Nothing physical.
Daddy's
with
keeping
one of the
it
girls
twisted.
that was at that party.
Uh-oh.
And
yikes.
This is
he made me promise not to tell anybody.
This is when you're too close to your father-in-law.
Yeah.
When your father-in-law thinks he can confide about cheating, you're married to his daughter.
Keep it twisted.
Yeah. I will say your father-in-law was keeping it very fucking twisted. All right, keep going, Eldest. Let's see what else is going on here.
With one of the girls that was at that party, and he made me promise not to tell anybody, keep it between us, But I haven't told my wife. I haven't told her mother, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But just kind of want to get your read on that, see if get your opinion, see if I did the right thing, or if not, if I could fix that, maybe come clean about something or if I should just hold on to it. But yeah, I love the podcast, man.
This is twisted as hell.
Really
This man's
appreciate everything
keeping
you
it
do. Make
twisted.
my work days go by quicker. So thank you.
Interesting. I mean, this is fucking insane.
Yeah, this is fucking great.
This is a twisted
This
question.
is like a whole reality TV season right
yeah.
here. Yeah.
I mean, you really could get there's a lot of meat on this bone.
Oh, absolutely. I want more details. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I guess my limiting factor here is I cannot fathom being this close to a father-in-law.
Right.
Like, and again, I haven't been in many relationships. I've barely met dads. And even if I did, it's like, you know, there have been like regular, you know. I also don't really respect father figures. This would never happen to me, right? Like, I would never.
Yeah.
This would just. I would. Yeah. He would know that I love my wife more than him.
Yeah.
Like, I obviously would. Like I just. Having said that, you know, he's in. I mean,
this had to have happened after a moment where this guy had to have been like, I love you, man. You know, like, you're like a father to me. And he's like, now's when I tell him, or else.
I've been thinking about getting pussy from the lady at the country club.
That's the other thing is, it's got to be more than an emotional affair. No man is looking at another man and being like, I have something to confess.
That could have been him sort of like, that could have been the like canary in the coal mine of like, if he holds this down.
This lady? Yeah.
No. It could be like, if he doesn't snitch on this, that I can trust him with the reality that I've been fucking her for 4 months.
Right.
You know, like,
yeah.
He leaked something that he could come back from.
Yes.
To see if he would snitch. And now that he doesn't, he's kind of earned his. Now he'll confine him for whatever.
Yeah.
Alternatively, I think like he says this happened. He confessed this a year ago. I think he could have told him, and then this guy hasn't heard about it ever since, ever again. Maybe the dad just started like fucking this woman, and he was like, you know, he's like, oh, I'm into deep. Why did I even tell him that shit in the first place? I need to like keep this to myself and
I mean, listen,
keep it under wraps.
Yeah. I guess another reading of that is like he just slipped up and said it on the point of on the precipice of it. It also could just be, yeah. I mean, I guess those are the two options, but in my opinion, he's ruined your relationship here.
Right.
Because he put you in an if he actually was your dog,
yeah,
he would eat this, but he's kind of like coming to you for support in cheating on your mother-in-law and like in potentially ruining your wife's family.
Yeah.
Like, if he was a true bro, he would understand this is putting you in an impossible position. He would, if he was going to cheat, he was going to cheat, and then he would sort of let the fallout happen, let his family deal with it.
Yeah.
And you would have to take your cues from your wife, his daughter, and when the dust settled, and it could be years from now, maybe you guys could pick up that like, if anything, he should have seen you as collateral to cheating. Even like, if you guys are that close and you're like a son to him,
he definitely should have seen that as like a, maybe I don't
blow this up, because, or I don't even cheat, because it's like this could fuck up not only my,
let's not go crazy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if he's really,
this man's been married for a long time.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying, if this is really a Disney movie where it's like you meet your dad, the dad you never had.
Yeah.
Like, not only does he not tell you, but maybe he's like, fuck, I would really, if I did this and I got found out, I could fuck up. That's another member of my family. I lose whatever.
But do you think, I mean...
Now, how do you handle it then?
I still would not... This is the thing that threw me off, is that you suggesting that he's giving him this so that he can tell him more.
It's possible. I'm just saying.
I hadn't considered that. That's crazy. Because I was going to be like, just don't say anything and die with it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But if this is going to be something where he then tells you more and like, oh, you know that lady that I said I was having an emotional affair with, well, she's pregnant. You know what I mean? It's like, then you're like, oh, fuck.
But we're naming it after you.
Yeah. Like, cool.
But I will say, yes, but at the same time, that could have been the way to read him. And by not doing anything, by just kind of freezing, he might have just been like, okay, he's not going to snitch on me, but he wasn't like, nice, dude, tell me about it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of in the middle there. How do you handle it? the problem is he has now forced a secret between you and your wife, which is really fucked up.
Yeah.
And ultimately, dude, I mean, yeah, your options here are he is basically, you guys are both standing on a landmine.
Yeah.
And if anybody moves, it blows up, right?
Yeah.
So your options are stand on the landmine till you die, or call in the tactical bomb squad, which is telling your wife.
I don't know if
and you try and defuse it to get. But by the way,
I don't know if that's the move, though.
I'm just saying those are your two options. Your two options are like, take it to the grave. But if he does anything else, you fucking tell your wife. Like what I'm saying is, if there's any movement, you call in the bomb squad. And even though there's a very hard bomb to defuse, it's probably a 10%. You have to call it in if anything changes.
Yeah, if anything changes, then you tell your wife. But I would say that right as it is now, I wouldn't tell her.
This is really tough.
I really think that you're making her go, okay, just in my experience with like my girlfriends, when I find out that somebody's cheating on one of my girlfriends and I tell them, they ditch me. They don't ditch their boyfriend.
So if you're
her husband, I think if you're going like your dad is cheating, I think she's gonna pick her dad. I think she's probably gonna defend her dad.
I don't know that that's true, and I think like
I guess he would know. It's like if you know what the relationship is between them.
I also think it's not even about snitching. It's about being like, I don't want to lie to you ever. You know what I mean? Which is like, ideally, that is what you want out of a marriage from important like, look, white lies, whatever. But we're talking about like, this guy is forcing you of no ill, like you didn't do anything to have to hold this level of secret.
But that's why I think you're unloading your fucking guilt onto her in this way, because right now there's nothing has happened, supposedly.
You're protecting her, but basically you're saying, yeah, his guilt, but also like her dad's comfort is more important than keeping honesty between your spouse.
I'm saying that the wife's comfort is more important.
That in a way, keeping the secret is just easier
keeping
for the
her
wife.
Comfortable.
Now, what if it comes out, and then it's like he's known about this for...
No, he hasn't.
Right. Because who tells him?
I think he has coverage. I'm kind of with you, Rosebud, especially because like it's only emotional cheating. For all intents and purposes, like the caller is still in the dark. He doesn't know what else has happened. He hasn't learned any new information.
Right.
Maybe if his father-in-law tries to leak something a little more tangible to him, it's time to go nuclear.
I would also say, like, maybe stop hanging out with him so much.
Yeah, totally. No, this is over.
Yeah,
he's fucked everything up. But that's a good point. If he tries to keep it any more twisted, then he has to completely fucking be like, your dad was saying some weird shit. I thought he was drunk. And now he's bringing it up again. Like, do you think your dad would ever cheat? Like, you could even say it that way. Where it was like, your dad was being kind of fucking weird. I don't even know what the fuck he was saying. Like, he was looking at that bitch Martha with, you know, whatever. Like, I don't know. There's something going on between them. He was being weird at a party like a last year, but I just chalked it up to him being kind of strange and being a horny old guy.
Yeah.
Do you think like you could maybe handle it that way? I guess that's
absolutely.
I guess that's true. You could minimize this and lie to yourself even and keep it just twisted enough.
Yeah.
And I would say this man has lost his twisted tea privileges with you. He doesn't get to enjoy an ice cold twisted tea at a family reunion with you. No, he has to drink lukewarm other malt beverages that aren't brewed with real iced tea. He's kept it too twisted, and that'll do it. That'll do it for this week's twisted ass motherfucking question of the week.
Oh my god! When you started playing that music and you brought out the fucking twisted tea, I was like, I have a disease.
Listen, we got yeah. Oh, your flashback. You're like, am I riding a bull in Northern Virginia? Am I on a fucking mechanical bull fucking in Daisy Dukes, 17 years old with a fake ID?
Trying to fuck a 45-year-old? Yeah.
Trying to fuck this guy's father-in-law?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's wild.
That is twisted.
He kept it too twisted. What else do we have, Eldest?
I loved that.
That was good. That was a philosophical quandary.
Yeah.
I finally got a question to shoot your way. So I've been dating my fiance. We're engaged. We've been together around 6 years, and everything's been good. Everything's been very cool, very copacetic. But the other day she was telling me that she's been having a lot of dreams about her past. She still works at her old fucked up job. She's still living with her fucked up dad. All this sort of stuff is coming back in her dreams and shit. And today, we were talking on the phone, and she calls me by her ex's name. I mentioned it to her, like, what the fuck what did you call me? And she's, tried to brush it off. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from. And as far as I never met the guy, but as far as
this guy's awesome.
She tells me she doesn't fucking like this guy, and we've been dating for a long fucking time. I don't think she's talked to him.
Oh God!
But I don't know. Am I being insecure here? That was kind of fucked up to me. That was
weird. What's going
on? I didn't make too much of a deal of it when it happened, but it's not fucking normal. That's for goddamn sure. Yeah. Love you,
He's like an early Adam Sandler character.
Yeah. He's
what
not
the
fucking
hell's
normal.
going on here? Are you fucking your ex? Okay, this is interesting, but if it's one, okay, what I'm confused about is the dreams element. Why are you talking about the dreams about her past?
It seems like something that she would have brought up to say.
To be like, oh, I'm having
all these dreams about my past.
Like, because, okay, isolated incident. Let's take the dream shit out. Let's take whatever. If the question is, I'm talking to my fiance and she has a weird Freudian slip and calls me an ex's name, should I be worried about this? I would say, that's kind of annoying, and I wouldn't be pumped, but I wouldn't be like, what the fuck, bitch, are you cheating on me? Yeah. And now the dream element is like, are you worried that there's some kind of like, she's having some kind of flashback episode? Like, what is that as an explanation? Like, I like what you're saying where it's like, maybe she said it's like, oh, I don't know, I've been having these weird dreams, I'm fixating on this period of my life. Right. Maybe, but like, as an isolated incident, you can't get worked up about it. It is insecure. It is kind of weird. Yeah. Now, if it becomes a weird pattern, like if this happens again, or she's like, that's something. But you can't. We're talking about 6 years versus one weird slip up. Who's like, this guy's name's Brian. Maybe she fucking saw the name Brian somewhere else. I don't know.
To me, the timing of it is so weird because it's been 6 years. Like if I.
True, that's a good point.
I've been with Andy for 5 years. I can't imagine calling him my ex's name.
That's a good point.
5 years later.
That is a good point.
Like for this to have happened for the first time 5 years later to me is a little bit. And then I don't know if this is the case, but if she like used this dream thing, if this is something that she sort of told him, right? That feels like grasping for an explanation in a way that feels a little shady to me. I don't know. And I get why he's like, am I being, because if they're engaged, he might not want to like give it some time to, sure, you know? So I think.
Yeah, is the wedding in 2 months? Yeah. And she's been thinking about what her life was like before him a lot and dreaming about it. Like, that's not a great sign. Yeah. And that's a good point. It's a long 6
time
years
to not call him your ex and then start calling him your ex.
Because, yeah, if it's never happened before, like, is she a forgetful? Is she like a weird, like flighty person who's just like, who know? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess that is your point is an interesting one where it's like, if that happened, either it's a completely weird like. She saw the guy's name written somewhere. Like she saw like a realtor with his name on a bus stop right as she's talking to you on the phone. She looks at it as like, oh yeah, whatever, Brian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the flip side and the sinister side is like, for some reason, she's been thinking about this person.
I feel like I'm giving a lot of sinister advice today. I don't know where my head is.
That is interesting because
no, that's a good point.
My initial reation, I was with you, Stav, but that is true. Like if you're 6 years in, that is
would you ever say, like? I would have to think about who the ex was.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I have to be like,
I'd have to remember
what
my
name
ex.
would I even fucking say? You know what I mean? Like, how, I guess the last ex, but even that, it's
I get it if it's been 3 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just went through a breakup, started dating you right away, and all of a sudden she calls you by her ex's name. Like, I get that, because it's like, you're still like, kind of in that headspace a little bit. You didn't get a second to breathe. But 6 years together, I'm like, does she work with her ex? Because he said that she's at the same fucked up job. I'm like,
but no, that's in her dreams.
Oh, right.
Those are she's just describing the dreams.
Oh, right.
So none of that. She ostensibly lives with him and has a better job, but she's been dreaming about the dreams are kind of throwing me off. But what were you going to say, Eldis?
I mean, I do think ultimately the intent does not really matter here. Because if it is one time, it is a slip up. And you kind of look like a bitch if you're like harping on this. And
can I see your phone?
Just
did you talk to him?
Right. Yeah,
it's so weird.
Yeah,
just legally in court, this isn't grounds to even. I mean, you have to let it go from your own mind.
Absolutely,
you can't like think about this.
Yeah.
Well, even if like it was on a day where like, who knows? She was thinking about her ex or something. Like, there's no way to prove that.
It also could have been. You can think about a person from your past in a completely innocent way too. You know what I mean? Like you just be like, oh, that was. Especially if you're. Let's say the dream thing is true, and she's like, why the fuck was I thinking about that job when I was dating that fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Like she could have been. It could have been like that too, right? And I guess the analogy I would use is like, it's like.
I will say. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
If you're gonna marry this woman, it's like a good way to go into marriage is giving each other the benefit of the doubt.
For sure.
I think otherwise you're a little fucked.
You have to, and I guess this would be like, it's like if you see a little spot of water on your on the floor, are you like, fuck, the roof is caved in? It's like, no, somebody, fucking little water could have fell, like a little condensation could have fell.
Right.
It doesn't mean you need a whole new fucking roof. It doesn't mean there's like a fucking tornado's coming.
Yeah.
Just a little. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
You're worried about a flood, and you just saw a speck of water on the floor that could have gotten there 1,000 much more reasonable ways.
Yes.
So, okay, if you see the water there next week, if you see a pool get a little bit, if it gets even a little bigger, you're like, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. But if that's all it is,
but for now, you just clock it and move on.
For now, you just fucking put a little paper. Yeah, you get a paper towel and you just keep it moving. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, don't worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Even though she's clearly cheating. No, she's
absolutely
not.
Getting railed. She's getting fucking railed.
It's weird, but you're fine, dude.
Yeah.
Eldis, I've been lifting heavier recently at the gym, and my body ain't as spry as it used to be. I'm getting some aches and pains, but I'm not trying to be hooked on any kind of medicine that might fuck me up. I need Mother Gaia's medicine. I need the CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp, which are formulated to work with your body, not against it. I hate when something is formulated to work against my body. That does not happen with Cornbread Hemp. It's important for me to maintain my physical and mental wellness, folks. That's hard. I'm podcasting. I'm in the podcast factory, putting in sometimes 90 minutes, 100 minutes of work in. And I need Cornbread Hemp CBD gummies to get my wellness singing like a bird. Have you tried everything under the sun for peace of mind? Well, you got to try Cornbread Hemp CBD gummies. I take them at night. They help me relax. They help, they help relieve discomfort, stress, sleeplessness. Sometimes I draw a nice warm bath. I'm on my divorced lady shit. I'm on my middle-aged bubble bath, in the 90s. I feel like that was a big trope. women used to love bubble baths in the 90s. And me, I got a little, you know, I soak in a nice warm tub. I got the cornbread hemp. I'm feeling good, brother. Right now, Stavvy's World listeners can save 30% off on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/Stavvy and use code Stavvy at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/Stavvy and use code Stavvy. Little Eldest.
Hey, Stavros, big fan of the Ravens since all the way back in the Jamal Lewis days.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
Hope everyone's doing well. Looking for just some relationship and just kind of general advice. To boil it down, I kind of consider myself a bit of a loser between a social aspect and haven't really been in a long-term relationship. Well, hell, now that I think of it, ever. Bit of background, well-groomed, hygienic.
Okay.
Dress well for someone who's, you know, from the hills of Georgia, white guy.
From the hills of Georgia.
Good job since I graduated college. Nice car. Athletic build. You know, I swam in college and played
Jesus
soccer.
Christ. How
So,
big
you know,
is your
pretty,
dick?
Trying to be,
pretty
maybe get a little
well-built
less dick. That's true.
You know, relatively tall. I consider myself reasonably attractive. Ironic enough, I get hit on by gay guys a good bit.
Okay.
So
Occam's
it's not
razor.
super helpful for me, but whenever it
Maybe get some
happens,
head from
I
them.
take it as a bit of a confidence boost. Keep my house clean. I've got 2 cats
Jesus
who
Christ,
absolutely
dude.
love.
It's like, anyway, so if you want to come over,
And I've got 2 sisters, and I'm a bit of a mama's boy, so very big on women's rights and
Women's
a bit of a
rights?
feminist. So,
Oh, brother.
I mean, all that said, you know, I haven't fucked in 2 years. So, you know, there's something there. Can't really pin it down. But any advice, you know, y'all could give, you know, I greatly appreciate it.
This
Thank y'all.
guy's fucking up. Just a genteel southerner listing off why he's a good guy. He's like, I haven't gotten but a stitch of pussy. I haven't nary dove in any muff for over, you know,
haven't
8
seen nary
fortnights.
a beaver. Oh my God.
Good God, dude. Okay. I mean, look. So he's giving us his bona fides as to why he should be able to get pussy.
Right.
But okay.
But he's not saying what he's
What are
not
you doing?
doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, you're you're an eligible bachelor here, but like, what does your day-to-day life look like? Are you making it an effort? Are you on dating apps? Are you going out?
Yeah.
Are you being social? Are you going to bars? Whatever. Like, do you have a group of friends you guys go out with and you talk to people? And because you're in a great spot, right? Like, usually these sort of incel calls that we get, we try and build them up to where you are, right? To be at a reasonable base where you believe in yourself. Clearly, I would say there is a confidence issue. There must be something.
Yeah.
Because, like, why? Yeah, why didn't you tell? Like, he said he hasn't been in a relationship ever. What's that about? Number one.
Right. Did he say how old he is?
No, but if he's a Jamal Lewis, he's probably our age. I mean,
Yeah.
or a little older. I mean,
Okay.
Jamal Lewis, shout out 2,000-yard rusher, Super Bowl champion Jamal Lewis. Free him. He's not guilty of the allegations.
Okay.
No, I don't think he did anything that bad, but you know, he did serve some time in prison. But actually, look up what he did. I don't remember off the top of my head. But he's a great running back.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, he's probably
Free him. He didn't do it. Can you look up what he did?
Actually, let's look up what he did. I think
Yeah.
he just like robbed somebody. I don't think. No, this is not him. That's a different. Oh wait, is this him?
Cocaine?
Oh yeah, who cares, man?
Yeah.
Sold a little coke. We were just talking about it.
Yeah, attempting to set up a cocaine deal.
Come on.
All right.
The guy's trying to make a little money. You know how much NFL running backs are underpaid, and they deal with a lot of physical. They have some of the lowest paid for how much, what kind of a toll they take. And this man is a legend. We should take care of him anyway. Jamal did nothing wrong. So back to this guy.
Maybe this guy won't stop talking about that on dates. Yeah.
I wanted Jamal Lewis jersey, actually.
Maybe every date that he takes a woman on is just that. And she's just going,
I mean, just a little cocaine.
It ain't that big a deal. Yeah. So, yeah, dude, I mean, are you doing any of the other stuff? You know, your resume is good. You're in a good zone. But, like, if you're not putting yourself out there, if you're not, and honestly.
And do you eat pussy?
That's a good point. You know.
Because he does seem very genteel.
Too much, yeah. Well, that's undignified.
Yeah.
But he's from the hills.
Right.
We're kind of giving him a bit of a, you know, Southern gentleman quality. But this man gets down and dirty.
Crouches. He'll get in a crouch.
I think he will.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, what? You haven't given us a lot. You're basically, all you said is, all you want is, from your question, all you want us to be like is, wow, you should get pussy. You're right.
Yeah.
But, like, you're clearly doing something
That's the thing that feels off to me, is that the whole thing is kind of set up for us to be like, why isn't anybody fucking this guy?
That's a good point. Maybe that is the problem. Maybe your outlook, your general outlook of, like, is sort of victim mentality.
Yeah,
I have
like,
all this
should be getting
stuff.
fucked.
Why aren't I getting pussy? Maybe you're not that guy. You know, you seem like a polite gentleman, but it's like, what? Because you're starting in such a good spot, what is going wrong? I think is what we need to figure out here. And my hunch is it like, is this a priority for you? Are you putting a lot of your efforts into this? Are you spending too much time lobbying for abortion access?
Yeah.
Maybe dial back the feminism. Maybe dial back how well you're dressed. You know, like maybe spend a little more time going on dates. I'm
gonna say don't dial back how well you're dressed.
Yeah, you're right.
Or the feminism, but go
right.
go on these dates and like just based off of the way that this is. I mean, it's a voicemail, so you're talking about yourself, and that's the way that it's supposed to be. But like, I would make sure that on the dates that you're on, like, ask these women about themselves. Like, anytime there's a lull in conversation, ask them something.
Yeah,
about
don't bring
themselves.
up what's going on with mama.
Yeah,
you know,
or your sisters. Or, you know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say. I do like that. I don't sense like bitterness in his voice per
Right,
se, but
which
I will
is
say
huge.
like the shit that you're like listing. It's like, do women even care? Like, some mama's boy in khakis and coiffed hair. That doesn't seem like, a guy that women want to throw pussy at all the time. So it's like,
it's not a negative, but it's not you're not necessarily.
I think it might be a positive in the South.
And for for certain people, just being well put together and like, it's not. He is starting from a positive
place.
Yeah.
It's just why is this happening? Are you a little too? We don't hear bitterness. We don't hear general incel seething. But is that because he's so polite, he's hiding it? Like, do you have that? Like,
yeah.
And by the way, it's okay to feel a little desperation, to get your back against the wall and be like, I gotta fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to have a little. You don't want too much of that, but a little bit of that to just like spur you on to actually, put together a good dating profile, swipe.
And
Set up
what
some
I would
dates.
do is I would pay for it before you go on the date. I would pay for sex before you go on the date.
Knock the cobwebs out a little bit.
Yes, do that.
Yeah,
and then get out there and be somebody.
That's true. Are you a little too polite? Are you a little too reserved? Are you too much? Are you Kenneth from 30 Rock?
If you're sitting across the table with like white knuckles, just like, you know what I mean? Then it's like, she's going to feel that. So maybe
interesting. He's too, I see.
Get your fucking rocks off and then go on the date, because it's going to feel like, she'll feel it if you're...
True.
If you're over there, just
that's true. You don't want to be in the red. You don't want to be
right.
You want to be at a nice horny. You want to be at a nice
turn the
cruising
engine light
horny.
off.
Yeah, absolutely. You're redlining right now.
Yeah.
I'm hopefully we hit on some of this, buddy, but let us know. And maybe even call on a live show. Actually, I would like to talk to him and get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Which we will be doing more of. There's not that much travel going on. And actually I say that, but we're going to be gone half of November. We're going to be gone in December. We got Boston. We got Austin. I'm probably going to go to Baltimore. I'm lying. There's going to be a ton of travel. There always is.
Yeah.
There's no rest.
You're trapped.
Yeah. It sucks. It sucks. I was like, man, I can't wait to relax this fall. Yeah. And every day there's another thing I have to do. Like the calendar just keeps.
Tour is right around the corner.
Yesterday was the first day in, I think, 4 years that I haven't done anything. Like I went to the
I know what you mean, yeah.
I went to the fucking the botanical gardens and I like walked around.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I was like, this is fucking, I haven't done this in so long.
I know. A day with no responsibilities is such a beautiful treat.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. What do we got, Eldest? Maybe a couple more here and then we'll send our guest on her way.
Hi, Stavvy and esteemed guests and Eldest and all of that great, beautiful stuff.
Hello.
I have a question. I quite literally just found out a lot of this information like last night. But
Fresh.
It turns out that my brother has cheated on his girlfriend, who he has been with for 3 years.
Damn.
His girlfriend is amazing. Truly one of the most kindest, most beautiful, amazing, well-rounded people
like
I've ever met. And he cheated on her. And my whole family's pissed off at him for it, obviously.
You don't get to choose your family.
But my question is, how much of a relationship am I allowed to still have with his ex-girlfriend? I care about my brother. He's my older brother, you know, he's important to me. However, I hate what he did, and the girl that he cheated on is an amazing person, and I'd love to still be her friend. So I'm wondering if that's allowed or if it's not. Anyway, thank you, Stavvy. I have big old, huge old, double D, triple D knockers. So.
Hold on, let me lock in here.
That was important to add. Bye.
Really huge tits, you say?
Ooh.
Well, your problem matters.
Let me lean in.
Okay, so first of all, this is very fresh. That's a big thing to think about here. But also, my number one piece of advice here is that you don't get to choose this, right? The girlfriend got cheated on by your brother.
Yeah.
It's up to her how much she likes you.
That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Like, you might, and I get the frustration, right? Because this is classic, like I mean, there's definitely times where I've broken up with someone and I could tell my mom's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I like that girl. You know what I mean? Like, and like family members are like, sometimes the opposite happens where you break up with somebody and they're like pumped, whatever. But it's like, your brother is your family, unfortunately. And this girl is just a girl in terms of like what your relationship is here. And yeah, was he a piece of shit? Sure. But it's like, is it the kind of thing that it's not, you know, it's human, it sucks, but it's not like the thing that you like, you know, you don't talk to your fucking family about. It's like, you fucking asshole, why did you ruin the relationship with a girl we all loved, right? Clearly this is a person you like in a vacuum, if you had, and that you weren't related to them, you would rather hang out with this woman than your brother, right?
Obviously.
And that happens all the time.
Yeah.
But that's not your choice, and you don't live in a vacuum. You live in this.
And she might not want to fucking see you or anyone in your family.
Totally. And that's really it's up to her. Just because your brother fucked something up with a person you wish was in your life forever. Yeah. I got news for you. The odds are not good. You're allowed to have the relationship she wants you to have. And you can be as close. I mean, ultimately, it's also like, fuck your brother.
Yeah, you don't have to ask your brother.
No. He doesn't matter in this. And is there a scenario where this person's like, you know what? Whatever. I dodged a bullet. I don't want to be with somebody who cheated on me, but I really like this. Like, you do hear those stories too. Yeah. Where it's like people who either are related or even like very close friends. Yeah. Like, they'll be like, oh, you know what? I actually I like this person more than my friend who was dating her. I've seen women become friends in situations like this. I've seen, you know, like this happens, but it's not up to you. This could also happen where it's like, she loved your brother. She wanted to fucking marry him.
Yeah.
And you're a reminder of the life he ruined.
Yes.
Right? You're a constant reminder. Your best bet.
She may not be able to even look at you.
Exactly.
You know?
Your best hope is that your brother's a fucking idiot piece of shit.
And that you don't look like him.
Yeah, you don't look like him. That's true.
Yes.
If you look totally different, that could help.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't care about him that much, if she comes out of this and is like, he was a fucking asshole, and she likes you, and you don't look like him, it could happen. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I mean, you even hear about weirdly people who have like relationships with people's parents that they broke up with.
I know.
That's like, that to me is fucking insane, but kind of cute and wholesome.
I have a couple of exes whose parents still check in on me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fucking that's honestly kind of cute, but yeah, you can't. It's not up to you is basically what it comes down to.
Yeah. But you got big knockers.
But you do have huge tits, and that is important.
Yeah. Either way, you're a winner.
The important thing is that you keep those things, and you know what? Maybe dump them out every once in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll help you
Throw them on a table.
Put them on the glass. I would love like one of those boats, like the bottom boats where it's the water, but I would like to be underneath it and be a fish, and ladies just put their tits on it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I'd like to be doing a backstroke with scuba gear and just seeing ladies push their tits on the glass.
That's your definition of snorkeling.
Oh, dude. I'm ignoring the Great Barrier Reef.
Wait.
I'm just looking at Australian
Stavvy,
tits.
You got a great fucking business idea. For real, you want to get out of podcasting, this is what you do.
We got to diversify. Nothing lasts forever.
Bring theme parks back.
Yeah, that's my version of Nateland.
Yeah.
Stavland. Just one glass bottom boat where we get strippers to put their tits on it. That would be fucking awesome. I'm like, all joking aside, I would love to experience that.
I mean, I wouldn't be a friend if I wasn't like, make money from that.
All right, Eldest, play us this one. What do we got?
Hi, Stavvy and esteemed guest.
I love that.
Thank you for taking
You're held in
this
high
call.
esteem here.
I'm in a bit of a predicament. I have been living with my partner's family for the past year. We live in a really high cost of living city, so it's been a huge blessing, and I've saved so much money, and I kind of am not in any rush to leave, per se.
Oh, you're not.
Right.
However, I am starting to sort of pick up on little bits and bobs from his parents that they're kind of ready for us to go.
Okay.
We have been there a year, so
yeah.
I totally understand. I mean, they live in a large house in this said city, but I am curious if you have any advice on like navigating, asking to stay a little bit longer.
Oh, damn.
They've just sort of been like, you know, oh, we're like saving this. They're also like hoarders. They're major hoarders. They've been like, oh, we're saving this.
Jesus,
You
that's
know,
how bad
chair for
society
you.
has gotten.
We're saving this furniture for you. And whenever you guys are ready to go,
That's
like,
so funny.
we have all of this stuff here.
Hey,
for
we
you
have
to
these
leave when you're-
stacks of People magazine from 1984.
Yeah.
We've been saving these for you. We've been saving weird baby dolls. I'm just thinking, I'm thinking about my grandmother.
Weird baby dolls.
My grandmother.
They always have a weird baby doll.
I went to Greece in the middle of the Euro tour. I had a couple days off, and I just said, fuck it, I'm in Europe. I'm going to Greece. Even though I was only there for like 3.5 days. And my grandparents have been dead both at this point 10 years at least, maybe a little longer. In Greece, my dad's parents, their apartment is there's so much shit that they're just like, my aunt, uncle, my cousin, they're like, this is just like a full, it would take us so long. It was just like, so much shit is still there. It's fucking crazy. The whole we have hoarding runs deep in the genes, but anyway, this is very funny. Is there more to it, Eldest?
The good news is if they moved, she's got like a couch made of file cabinets.
yeah, you can figure it out.
Whenever you guys are ready to go, like, we have all of this stuff here for you to leave when you're,
funny.
Take with you when you leave. And I keep on saying to my partner, I'm like, I think they're like trying to subtly hint at us moving out relatively soon. am I crazy for wanting to stay in their house? Is it wrong for me to stay in their house? And how do we navigate the conversation of maybe staying another year?
I mean, this is...
Because I'm poor. All right, thanks, bye.
This is what we were talking about earlier. It's like things have gotten so bad that this woman is clinging on to staying with her, not even in-law, just boyfriend's hoarder parents.
Yeah.
She's like you hear it in her voice. It's like, she's like, oh, I've been living in a resort rent-free. Like, she's talking like she's in fucking Cabo. And they're like...
She thinks it's good.
It's like, that's how sad things have gotten,
dude. Things are really, really bad.
This is fucking pathetic. Now, from a general etiquette standpoint, is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. But are you rude? Like, look, it's good that you're picking up on these hints, whatever.
Yeah.
Your partner probably doesn't, like, now, you know, the person you're dating, either they don't give a fuck because it's their parents, right? Like, they kind of they've moved into, like, fuck you, mom and dad mode, which is really sad when you see an adult regress that way.
I know.
And it's one thing when that happens over, like, a long weekend, but, like, if that's their life, they're just behaving like that for a year, that's really weird and pathetic.
Yes.
Or they're just, like, kind of, like, they're not in that mode, but they're just kind of not that emotionally intelligent. And because it's their parents, they're like, I don't fucking care. So, you know, you're probably more sensitive to what's going on than they are.
They also could be, if they're like genuinely hoarders, I don't know if hoarders ever, do they get like self-conscious about how much crap is in their house? Like, could they be saying like, oh, we're just holding on to this because, so that you guys can take it? No?
I think once you cross... I think there's a moment that once you cross the hoarder Rubicon, once you're a part of their day-to-day and they see that they've accepted it, I think they might be embarrassed at first, but once they know you've accepted their terms of how they live, they go right to hoarder mode.
Okay, yeah.
Like, to them, they're like, did you just touch my glass figurines? Yeah. You know, like, it turns into that fast. That's how my aunt is anyway. Okay. So, look, you're not crazy... But at the same time, it's a fucking year. You've saved up a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, talk to your partner and make a plan. And if you think they're subtly kicking you out, then be like, we need to get out of here by this date. Let them know, hey, we're looking at apartments. And by the way, that can be drag out the if you really want to sort of be like diplomatic about it, you can go to a couple open houses. You can say... You can apply to something.
You'd be like, we're really busy today. We got a whole a whole bunch of listings we got to look at.
Totally.
You know?
Or come back and be like, ugh, it was horrible. Or be like, fuck, we had this place and somebody got it right from And that, which does happen, by the way. I lost the place I really wanted. And so, you know.
Especially in high cost of living cities.
Totally. It takes a while. But yeah, look, you can't live like this forever. It's nice that it's nice you have a place where you don't pay rent, obviously, but this also should be a bit of a wake-up call to you to be like, do you want to live like this? It's also like, come on, man, you want your own place.
Yeah.
Like, this is clearly pretty serious if you're willing to live with this person's parents.
Yeah.
Don't you guys want to take the next step in your relationship?
Like, is it wrong for you to stay in their house? No. Are you crazy for wanting to stay? A little. A little bit. I mean, not crazy, but it's
like, would she just live here forever? Like, if she could, would she live there for free forever?
Yeah, she doesn't say how much longer, really.
Because this would drive me, even when I was broke.
Oh, wait, another year. She says maybe staying another year.
Another year's, I don't know.
A whole fucking year.
Years, I mean, look.
And are you guys fucking in their parents' house?
Like, probably.
Like, is it?
Probably.
Either they are, or they've already catapulted to sexless marriage by living with these old people. You know, like maybe you've started becoming a hoarder that, you know, sits down and watches, you know, whatever, Jeopardy together every night or whatever. No disrespect to Dan and Katie who do that.
Yeah.
Soder and Katie love watching Jeopardy
I've done
together.
that with my in-laws many times. There's nothing wrong with that.
Andy, anytime I watch it with Andy, I'm like, why the fuck haven't you been on this show? This is insane how good you are at this.
So yeah, dude, talk to your partner, figure out a plan. And also, by the way, you could, again, it's not the craziest thing in the world, to have an open conversation.
Yeah.
You know, you just sit down with your in-laws and be like, hey, I really just want to say, really appreciate it. Like, you know, is this too much? Do you need us to get out of your hair? You know, I want to save a little bit more money, but I'm happy to start. We're happy to start looking for apartments. Like, you can just have the fucking conversation. Yeah. Like, really, so much of the show ends up like that. And by the way, cynically, if these are sort of like nice, kind of pushovery people, there's a chance to be like, no,
absolutely
no,
not.
Take your time.
Why would you think that?
Yeah, you could potentially reset the clock another 6 months without even trying, or
just by being direct.
Or they might take you up on it, and fuck it, that's fine too. Like, they already gave you a year.
Yeah.
You shouldn't inconvenience these people, like, whatever. And then you get to live your life. You have to start living your life a little faster than you wanted to. But, you know, good luck. It sucks that that's how unaffordable houses are.
I know, but get out there and be somebody.
You have something fast here, Eldest?
And it sounds like she's saved a lot of money.
Yeah, that's something.
That's got to be enough to, you know.
Totally. You got something here to end on, Eldest?
Hey, Stav. Hey, Eldest. I'm calling in for some advice for that girl that was on the Jordan Jensen podcast whose boyfriend had 15 friends that she couldn't break through to.
Oh,
I
yeah.
also have it.
Yes.
Yeah, basically, there was this caller. She was like, my boyfriend has like a fuck ton of friends. Every time there's a big bar hang, I feel like I like can't connect with any of them. Except like maybe one or two weirdos.
This.
But
every comedian's girlfriend.
Yeah, but they're good to not connect with every other comedian.
I also have an obnoxiously large friend group that stayed together from high school. And I've seen this happen multiple times. And there's a very specific formula that I'd recommend she follows.
Okay, this is good.
There's always at least these two types of guys in groups that big. There's the guy that everyone typically makes fun of, and so you're going to want to immediately make fun of him. But then when other people start to pile on, defend him. Because he's also kind of the sweetheart of the group.
This is good.
Wow, this man could write a book.
This is really good.
This man could write a book.
He's saying this, and I'm envisioning it working.
Yes.
This is really good advice, yeah.
So kind of the sweetheart of the group. And start making fun of the guy or the guys that are kind of like the top or the big dogs and don't get made fun of that often. That way you're immediately going to win over pretty much everyone except those major assholes, and no one really likes them anyway.
Yeah.
So then
that's really good advice.
I think she's golden after that.
That is really good advice.
Wow.
Come in, call Eldest a bumbling Albanian. Then when I'm overdoing it, say, relax, you fat piece of shit.
He's a sweetheart.
And I'm like, and then I would love that, legitimately. That would warm my heart.
Yeah.
But that's really good advice. Understand the
I'm trying to get my wife to defend me more.
Yeah. I know. I do love when I win over your wife and she's laughing at me mocking you.
Stop saying the beaches in Greece are better than Albania.
We had Eldest so cooked. His wife loved Greece so much. We took like a big friend trip. My cousin was getting married. Our buddy George was in Greece. They were going to be in Albania, so we just kind of like met in an island, and we had such a good time. And it was like right before they kind of did like a little pre-honeymoon because they knew they weren't going to be able to take a proper one for a while.
Yeah.
So they took like a nice pre-wedding, and literally like at Eldest's wedding, his wife's talking about how awesome Greece is. She's like asking for Greek songs to be played at the wedding, and Eldest literally on his wedding night was like, "I'm Albanian." It was, for real, one of my favorite memories was Eldest getting trolled on his own wedding day by his wife because of the beauty of Greece.
Oh my God.
Oh man, what a
stomping your feet at
now what do you want on your wedding night?
God damn.
Fuck, that was good. But yeah, that's great advice. That is great advice to that girl.
I love
Understand the social dynamics, because a friend group that big is essentially a fraternity with that level of like, social striation, honestly. So
I love making fun of Andy, but whenever anybody else makes fun of Andy,
totally,
I want to kill them.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, don't you dare fucking speak to him. Yeah. That's my sweetie pie.
And that's beautiful. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. Rosebud, thank you so much for coming. That was a great episode, of course. Go see Rosebud on the Road. Go watch the special on Netflix. We're coming on the road as well. We should start plugging those dates. We probably did it in the beginning. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, where can they find you? All that kind of stuff. Rosebud Baker.
Go to rosebudbaker.com for my tour dates. Rosebud Baker on TikTok, Instagram, all that jazz.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, and Netlfix, The Mother Lode.
Netlfix, The Mother Lode. All right. Thank you guys. We will talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.